Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Smurfslaps, and today I'm going to be doing a book review. Now, I put a post out the other day asking if you guys would enjoy me doing one of these, so when it came back as overwhelmingly positive, I started to think about what books I could go into. And I think, to be honest, there is nowhere else that I could possibly start than here. Now, before the Heresy, before the ruin of the Imperium, before brother turned against brother, there was Horus Rising. Today, we're reviewing the book that started one of the greatest science fantasy sagas ever written. Horus Rising, written by Dan Abnett and published in 2006, is the opening novel of the Horus Heresy series. It's the foundation stone for a 50-plus book epic that chronicles how the Imperium's golden age collapsed into civil war, and why the Emperor's favored son became the galaxy's greatest traitor. But this book isn't about war on a cosmic scale, at least not at first. It's about camaraderie, ideology, and the slow unravelling of a dream. The story follows Captain Garviel Loken of the Lunar Wolves, the 17th Legion, an honourable, thoughtful warrior navigating a legion at its height. He's invited into the Mournival, an informal council advising Horus himself. Through Loken's eyes, we witness the Great Crusade, the expansion of the Emperor's vision for a rational, secular galaxy. But beneath the triumphs lie fractures, questions about truth, myth, and the nature of the Imperium. The book moves from triumphant compliance campaigns into mysterious, unsettling events that hint at forces the Emperor has forbidden to speak of. Every chapter nudges Horus and the reader closer to doubt, uncertainty, and looming tragedy. The Imperium is presented not as a tyrannical dystopia, not yet, but as something full of promise. The shock is realizing how quickly that promise erodes under conflicting visions and hidden truths. Horus is magnetic, noble, loved by his sons, but also crushingly isolated. The book paints him as a man who carries the psychological weight of an entire empire. Abnett excels at making his fall feel not monstrous, but tragically human. The official Imperial Truth denies the supernatural, gods, demons, psychic forces. Yet the events of Horus Rising show these things not only exist, but are closing in. This tension between doctrine and reality is the spark that ignites everything that follows. Loken, Torgadon, and the other Astartes feel startlingly human compared to how Space Marines are often portrayed. They joke, argue, reflect, and they doubt. Abnett makes you care about them, which makes their future, if you know the lore, hurt that much more. Dan Abnett writes with clarity, momentum, and surprising emotional subtlety. The pacing is deliberately slow at times, focusing on character and atmosphere rather than constant combat. When the action comes, it hits hard, but it's the quieter scenes that define the book. Abnett grounds the superhuman in the mundane. Remembrances documenting the Crusade, ship's crews dealing with bureaucracy, and warriors wrestling with self-doubt. It feels like a living world, not just a battlefield. If there's a drawback, it's that Horus Rising is unmistakably the first act of a trilogy. Some readers might find the pacing slow or the plot too subtle. Many early threads won't resolve until the later books, False Gods and the Galaxy in Flames, etc. It's the setup for a tragedy, not the tragedy itself. Horus Rising is essential reading, not only for Warhammer 40k fans, but anyone who enjoys grand sci-fi with nuance and moral complexity. It builds a world teetering on the edge of betrayal while making you care deeply about the characters destined to cause, or suffer, its downfall. Now, my score on the book is a 9 out of 10. It's got a masterful opening, it's beautifully written, it's hauntingly tragic in its hindsight. If you enjoyed this review and you want deeper dives into the next books in the series, hit like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on Horus Rising. Did it hook you into the heresy? Did it break your heart? Or did it leave you wanting more? Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.